Now tuned into the greatest.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The Run with Manny Wilson podcast.
The best sports podcast there is.
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson, all the way from Detroit to Chicago to your speakers and headphones. I appreciate you tuning in to the first interactive sports podcast, a community that makes sure your voice is heard. So if you're something you agree with, you disagree with, you like, you dislike, or even if you just want to outsmart me on something I said, go ahead, shoot us a call, 219-413-9405. Look, man, I'm recovering from COVID. The coronavirus got to me. It was tough. So, as you can tell already, my voice is a little bit different from what it usually is. So I promise you it bugs me more than it may bug you. But don't be worried if you hear me have to sniff a little bit or if you hear me have to clear my throat a couple times for reasons unintended throughout the takes that I have. But look, that's enough. I hope you don't get COVID. So, hey, really buckle down, bro. Get your vitamins. Do all the stuff you got to do to protect yourself and make sure you do not get corona, because this new strand is crazy. I'm tired of hearing it. It's 4 years later and we still out here catching COVID, bro. It's a damn shame. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I want to talk to y'all about, bro, the Los Angeles Lakers, they won the in-season tournament, as you know. And if you haven't heard by now, the Los Angeles Lakers won. But what's interesting is that so many fans are finding ways to discredit the in-season tournament now, specifically because the Lakers won. And let's quit playing, bro. Let's get down to business because we know what it is. They discredit the in-season tournament because specifically LeBron James won it. I guarantee you, if any other team in that tournament won, nobody would be having a conversation on if they should hang the banner up in their arena or anything like that. We saw the bubble. It was a cool idea to keep people playing basketball when COVID first hit. And a lot of people were interested in it. They enjoyed the idea. But as soon as LeBron James won, they said, I don't know. We ain't doing that. We don't like the bubble. Mickey Mouse ring. It's fluke. Oh, no, it wasn't even serious competition. And then now we look at this same thing going on with the in-season tournament. The very first in-season tournament that was newly created. It was newly created and LeBron James won it. This is a hell of an accomplishment here, and people already want to discredit it. We started off hating this idea. We began to like it because we've seen guys play much more competitively in the early stages of the season. They get all the way to the in-season tournament games. Games are great. People are playing great. Teams are competing. Players are competing. Players are winning money. Guys on two-way contracts who don't have money are literally winning money. And LeBron put everybody on his back. Said, all right, come with me. Let's win this cheese. Got it done. Won the in-season tournament himself and won it for his team and guys who are on those two-way contracts. And all of a sudden we want to look at it and be like, oh, well, the in-season tournament really ain't even serious like that. It's not even nothing to be. It's not a big deal. Bro, that's lame. Some people cannot stomach the fact that LeBron is still dominating to the extent that he's doing. Like, at some point, you got to quit hating, bro. I know you get tired of hating at some point. Like, come on, man. You can't keep finding reasons to discredit all of his accomplishments. I mean, damn, bro. You did it with his first championship, second championship, third championship, fourth championship, all the records he's broken, the playoff records he's broken, the all-time points records he's broken. Y'all cannot keep hating on LeBron like this, bro. This is ridiculous. That man won the first in-season tournament championship. The Lakers should hang the banner specifically off of that being alone. Like, you won the very first one. So 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 13, 15, 50 years, 100 years from now, whenever you go back and look in the history books, you're going to see the Los Angeles Lakers of 2023 with LeBron James, Anthony Davis on that banner for the in-season tournament championship of the very first one. That is great. Records can be broken, but you cannot erase the fact that somebody was the first at doing something. Just like LeBron said at the post-game interview. Like, it's ridiculous here. So I got to get that off my chest, man. I mean, I get the Lakers have that historic winning culture, but you would think with the winning culture, you want to celebrate all the wins that you get. I mean, that's what helps you become a winning culture. I get it's the banners, the championship banners that you want too. Yeah, I know you want the actual championship banners, the NBA Finals banners. But everybody knows the in-season tournament isn't going to compare to that. Like, we're not trying to substitute the in-season tournament championship banners with the NBA finals. We know that's no way in hell like a similar accomplishment for any NBA player of like, oh, okay, he won an in-season tournament championship versus he won the NBA championship, you know? So y'all got to change that up, man. Get that out your head, switch it up. But look, here's something else too, because the Lakers aren't the only team in the hot seat today. The Milwaukee Bucks, Bobby Portis. He's the veteran power forward for the Milwaukee Bucks. Apparently, he challenged head coach Adrian Griffin after the loss in the in-season tournament. And there was reports that came out from Chris Haynes. He said that Bobby Portis passionately stressed how important it is to structure an offense down the stretch of games. Now, in the in-season tournament, the Pacers, they lost they beat the Bucks, but the Bucks had the better team, so they should have won that game. However, the Bucks are nowhere near the best team in the NBA as they should be. Bucks are supposed to be the best team right now in the NBA. I mean, they landed Damian Lillard. They have a great personnel. They still have one of the best paper rosters when you compare to other teams in the league right now. People, myself included, assumed the Bucks would have it all figured out. But as I say all the time, you cannot make wild assumptions until you watch these guys play, because it's one thing to have a stacked roster on paper, but if it does not translate to on the court, then it does not work. And that's what's going on with the Milwaukee Bucks right now. Head coach Adrian Griffin deserves all of the slander that he is receiving from his players, from media, from the front office, from other guys around the league, because he has not been doing a good job. This offense looks awful, truth be told. Here's what I see. I see Damian Lillard out there. He's doing what he typically does. His playmaking, trying to find people open, shoots the ball when he can, shoots the ball when he is open, some tough shots here and there. Typical Damian Lillard type of play, kind of playing how he was back in Portland when he didn't really have a lot of help. However, Giannis is still playing a cleanup role, but he's scoring at will as a second option, which is cool. I have no problem with him taking a backseat role to Damian Lillard if that's what's going to help them have great chemistry together. Whatever works for them. But this is where the problem comes in, because the rest of the people on the floor are just watching, trying to figure out when and how they're going to pass the ball to Giannis and Damian Lillard. Like, guys have to be more aggressive. They have to not think as much. And right now, all you see on the floor with the Milwaukee Bucks is them thinking and trying to figure out what is about to happen next and what should I do next, because there's no structure in the offense, as Bobby Portis said. It looks bad. There's some vets on the team, like I said, Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez, who kind of make things happen and can get things going. But also, too, I don't care how good you are on the floor, no NBA athlete should be forced to make something happen every single play down the stretch. It should not be the case, bro. I don't care how great you are. As a head coach, you have to make something happen. And another issue that I see with the Milwaukee Bucks here is they have no identity. Like, the paper is great. On paper, it looks amazing. It looks like you play a video game, they're going to be the best team on the video game, whatever. But it's no identity behind the Milwaukee Bucks. When you think of the Bucks, it's not much after Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo. You bring the Sacramento Kings to attention. The first thing you think of when I think of Sacramento Kings is, oh, they're quick, they're fast, they can shoot, they can spread the floor, they're going to play small ball. When I think of the Celtics, I think, oh, they're a very deep roster, they're a deep team. Even the Lakers, they're a long team, a lot of defense, they're streaky shooters as well. But the Milwaukee Bucks, when I go back to them, I'm thinking, oh, confusion on the floor. Restricted offense. Dame and Giannis is the only people we really got to worry about. A lot of thinking going on the floor. And this is bad. You don't need that type of stuff going on. But I don't think it's a big deal they lost the in-season tournament. I think it'll be okay. But they really got to pick it up if they want to be NBA champions, which I think they very much can be. And this is what you assume from guys like Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo teaming up. They're looking to win an NBA championship. But anyway, look, man, hey, shoot us a call, 219-413-9405. If you heard something you agree with, disagree with, like or dislike. We do have a voicemail caller. He had to shoot us a call, and he had to let us know his thoughts. So we'll go ahead and play it back. It kind of ties into what we was talking about with LeBron. So this is a good one. Let's hear it. Let's see what he's talking about.
What's up, man? My name's Ted, the Toy Collector on TikTok.
What's the deal,
I
Ted?
just saw your TikTok, a LeBron crazy ass no look pass, bro.
Whew.
And I just need you to know, bro, it's 7 a.m. where I'm at, and I really got to get this shit off my chest, dog.
Let's do it. Get off
Fuck
the chest,
Michael
man.
Jordan. This nigga LeBron is on the Mount Rushmore of niggas, bro. He's one of the greatest niggas to ever live, bro. One of the greatest human beings to ever walk this earth. And I'm tired of niggas slandering his name, bro.
Man.
He is the definitive GOAT. Nobody else can compare to this man. He's been to the finals more times than anybody. He scored more points than anybody else. He's the most complete basketball player we've ever seen. And for anybody to say anything besides that is ridiculous. Let these niggas know how great LeBron is. So keep posting this fire-ass LeBron content, young niggas. Don't stop.
I
Because
appreciate
the world needs to see it.
I appreciate it, bro. Look, I appreciate it, man. Look, I hope you have a great day as well, bro. And look, here's my thing, bro. I get clearly you rock with LeBron. I want you to rock with LeBron. I don't have no shame on it. But damn, bro, why I gotta be fuck Jordan? For real. For real, bro. Why I gotta be fuck Jordan, bro? Like, how we gonna? I get LeBron is great. I'm not gonna sit here and say LeBron is not great. He's definitely one of the best basketball players to ever touch a basketball, if not the best player to ever touch a basketball. That debate will last forever, however long you want it to be. I think Bron has surpassed in terms of a actual basketball player. He passed Michael Jordan, but Jordan is the GOAT for sure. Like, it's Jordan. It's Michael Jordan. So, I mean, damn, bro, I get you rock with Bron, but you ain't got to throw the fuck Jordan in there. That was crazy, dog. Like, everything else, I agree with you. You right. He's a great human being. Give him the Good Samaritan Award, all of that. Perfect role model, everything. But look, man, hey, I appreciate you for calling in nonetheless, bro. Hey, if you heard it, you heard what he had to say. You want to come back and maybe Jordan is your GOAT. Maybe Kobe is your GOAT. Shoot us a call, 219-413-9405, and we'll play your take back on our next episode. But look, we got some news for the run coming up in just a second. And until then, we'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. It's halftime, baby. Let's do it. All right, and news for the run in the NBA. After the win over the Warriors, the Clippers are grooving as they look to extend their current win streak. James Harden, he reached a career milestone in points, surpassing 25,000. The Clippers, they'll play the Knicks tomorrow and try and extend that win streak to 7 games. Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors was suspended indefinitely for his flagrant foul in the matchup against the Phoenix Suns a few games ago. And as of now, the league has no anticipated return date. In the MLB, baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani has signed with the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is the largest sports contract of all time. Ohtani signed a $700 million deal through the course of 10 years. Absolutely insane. And this deal is wildly structured, which we'll explain later on in the show because it is a lot of detail. So we'll give you more of that breakdown in just a second. All right, in the NFL, the Los Angeles Chargers have fired their head coach and GM. They're planning to clear house after the embarrassing loss to the Raiders in Thursday night football. The Raiders, they led the Chargers 42-0 at halftime. And a couple of good games to watch this upcoming Saturday and Sunday. Yes, that time of this NFL season, that new stuff of Saturday and Sunday. But the Lions, they'll take on the Denver Broncos. The Cowboys are on a 5-game winning streak, and they'll play the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. The Ravens and the Jaguars might be a good game to watch as well. But the Eagles and the Seahawks will battle it out for Monday Night Football. But look, man, I got to get back to this Ohtani deal because it's insane. So look, this Shohei Ohtani deal, He's been the face of the MLB. He recently signed the largest deal in all of sports with the Los Angeles Dodgers, a 10-year deal for $700 million. Now, my immediate thoughts as soon as I heard this was, what the fuck? No athlete should ever receive that much from a team. That is insane. There's been franchises that's been bought for less than $700 million. It's crazy. And then I also thought the Dodgers, they might have a good upside on this deal, but this is also going to change the course of baseball and the MLB forever when you talk about restructuring deals and signing deals. So like I said, I'll give you the quick breakdown. And the breakdown, you got to hang with me for a sec. So I know the deal says 10 years, $700 million. That can throw a lot of people off there, and it threw me off myself when I was looking into this, because I'm like, bro, no fucking way they give one guy $700 million for 10 years straight. But when you look at the actual details of this deal, it's more so like a 10-year, $460 million deal. So breaking this down, Ohtani from 2024 from 2033 will only make $2 million per year. And I know you're wondering, what the hell? How can that be possible when he signed 10 years? You know, like, they got to pay the man his money. However, the thing that we were missing and that was not really explained is that from 2034 all the way to 2043, the man will make $68 million per year. So it's crazy. I know. So you got the first 10 years where he's making $2 million per year up until 2033. By then, Ohtani, he's 29 right now, so he'll be right around the verge of 40 years old. And then you go to the next 10 years where he's making $68 million per year all the way to 2043, which is another 10 years. And you're thinking, damn, this guy's going to be 50 years old, which is absolutely insane. Now, however, I doubt that Ohtani plays until he's 50 years old. But here's the thing. Once he finishes up after that first 10 years, this gives the Dodgers a lot of room while he is actually playing the game of baseball to bring in other stars. Therefore, another tremendous talent comes along in the MLB. The Dodgers are going to want him to play with Ohtani. They can do that. They can actually pay that man to stay there because Ohtani is only going to make $2 million for these first few blocks of this 10 years. So they don't have to worry about, oh man, well, Ohtani's on this huge deal. They can still pay out whoever they want to come there, which they have been doing because they've already been trying to bring in talent. However, after that 10 years, when Ohtani hits 40 years old and 40 years of age back in when we get to 2033, I doubt Ohtani is still going to be playing baseball at this time. It's very unlikely because most guys kind of, get out the league around 40, and that's definitely for MLB. You don't see too many guys going past that. However, once he's retired, they can pay him out and they don't have to worry about a specific luxury tax with paying him out, especially if he's still not living or in LA. So this helps the Dodgers a lot because it helps them avoid the tax. It helps them bring other guys in recent time and in the future. And then, man, you have the best baseball player in all of the MLB for the next 10 years, guaranteed. The face of the league is signed and locked in with your team for a guaranteed 10 years on your organization. That is an amazing upside there. And then I'm sure, people are skeptical about, well, only $2 million for the next 10 years. Yeah, bro, but also you look after that deal in the next 10 after the first 10 past 2033, $68 million each year all the way until 2043. So he's still racking up his cheese, and then he's going to be done playing. So he's probably going to be done playing. So he's not even going to have to worry about anything in terms of his health and all of that stuff, as long as he is healthy and it's nothing major. But that point, when they're paying him after whatever the first 10 years, I'm sure $68 million per year is not going to be as hefty 20 years and 10 years from where we are today, just because of how inflation works. I mean, let's get real about it. Let's see how it is. I mean, back then, Magic Johnson, all the way in the 80s and stuff, signed that huge deal with Jerry Buss for 25 years or something like that. And it was insane to think of. But you revert that to today, Oh, it's light work. It's light work. Guys is pissed if they get that kind of deal. So I think it's crazy, man. I love this deal, and I think it's a huge upside for the Dodgers, man. Like, it's a lot of loopholes with it, but I would just advise anybody who's super curious about it to go ahead and read on it. But I think it's man, just terrific how they managed to structure this deal and avoid certain taxes, and this is still going to be extremely beneficial for them because you bring players, you keep one of the best players in baseball right now, and until he retires. And like, man, you still got money left to sign other guys as well. And then a big name like Ohtani is going to bring a lot of press, a lot of media press, a lot of fans, all of that stuff to the Los Angeles Dodgers in total. So like, man, it's a win-win to me. I get it was out of the ordinary, but it's going to change the course of baseball because now guys are going to be looking at stuff like, okay, well, if I retire with your team, can I retire with your team? Can we even make this happen after and all of that stuff? Like it's nice for the league. And I think every so often there's those two type of events, or there's those significant events that happen that will change the course of like sporting contracts or sporting events and so on. Like generational type of talents and generational type of deals happen. That's going to change everything. So this is dope here. I'm super excited for it. But look, man, we got some more. Last thing here. I'm going to leave you with this because Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Cowboys, they've been on a roll, bro. I know I typically give the Cowboys a lot of slack. I trash the Cowboys because I dislike them, but I'm not going to sit here and hate on them, bro. They're on this 5-game winning streak, and they look great. You got Dak playing at an MVP level, who's been terrific. They got a 10-3 record. And ultimately, man, I think the Cowboys are about to demolish the Buffalo Bills when it comes down to it, man. I got to just give respect where it's due. I usually talk a lot about the Cowboys, and I talk bad about the Cowboys, but I'm going to sit here and tell the truth, bro. They've been balling. They're looking a little scary right now. They embarrassed Philly at home. Like, man, they're looking a little scary. So it's good mojo for them. I'm happy for them, though. They deserve it. They deserve it, and it's about damn time. Put it that way. But look, anyway, man, if you heard something you agree with, disagree with, like, dislike, go ahead, shoot us a call, 219-413-9405, and we'll play your take back on air for our next episode. But until then, man, look, y'all be safe out there. Happy holidays, whatever holiday you are celebrating in this beautiful season. Take care of yourself, bro. Wear a mask if you need to. Stay away from crowded areas. Do whatever you got to do to make sure you stay healthy, man. And hey, tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you care for them. But until then, man, we'll be back later on next week. And so on and so on and so on.